We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with David Hogan and Danny Gregory with DominionX, and thanks for joining us, guys.
Glad to be here.
So, David, this was a pretty significant project for you.
It was. It took us about 2 weeks to complete. It was a large home that was going to have a full exterior re-siding, so it was quite an undertaking.
So, what were the goals of the homeowners when they contacted you?
One of the main things that the homeowner didn't like about his house was it had some different lines on it than what he wanted. It had some diagonal geometry going on, and he wanted to go back with a more straight lap siding approach. And with that, we were able to give him that lap siding look, but we also gave him a product that he didn't have to worry about the environment eating around the house with woodpeckers and bumblebees and stuff eating the wood siding. So he wanted to go back with something that was stronger and able to endure nature.
And Danny, speaking of the environment, you guys saw some issues when you were remodeling the home.
Yes, we did. So when we tore the siding off, we noticed that there wasn't an underlayment behind it. There was no house wrap. So we ended up having to replace about 14 sheets of OSB and then go back with the proper house wrap, the proper tape and manufacturer requirements, and then be able to put the Hardie siding on it.
Is that a common problem that you see when you have wooden homes like the ones that are in this development and you replace the wood with James Hardie siding?
Yes, ma'am. We see that a lot, and if it don't have the proper house wrap and it's not done correctly, that's the protection from the inside of the house, and we see that a lot.
And David, one of the things that's so wonderful about James Hardie is all the great benefits that come from switching to this product.
That's correct. The James Hardie product, from what we were originally looking at, offers a lot of protection against the environment, whether it's it's more water resistant, it's more fire resistant. It's also resistant to the, like I said earlier, the woodpeckers, the bumblebees, and all the things that are trying to eat your house. But it's also a product that's not going to rot because it's fiber cement rather than a wood product.
Danny, one of the things that I noticed as soon as I came up is how clean this looks compared to the homes around it.
Yes, so James Hardie does what they call a Color Plus, and they bake on the paint, and it gives you a 15-year warranty on the cracking, fading, peeling. So for a homeowner, usually if they have a painted siding on there, it's about a 7-year deal, and then every 7 years they have to paint it. This gives a 15-year warranty and a 30-year warranty overall, so a lot better look, a lot less maintenance for the homeowner.
And David, if a homeowner's watching this and they're thinking about making the switch to James Hardie siding, what does that process look like once they contact DominionX?
So after they contact us, we're going to send out one of our design consultants, and they're going to take a look at the outside of the house, take measurements. They're going to find, the areas, the homeowner's interested in changing, because not all homes are a full replacement. It might just be, we've got a portion of the house that's got, a vinyl siding, or it's got a wood siding. We'd like to go with something different. So they'll take measurements of that portion, and then our guys can take them through the Color Plus options, show them the different colors that are pre-made from James Hardie, so that when they come back, they've got to look at their house too, where we've got a 3D rendering where they can look at the house and see the color on the house. They can see any of the doors or roof or window, any of the things that we're going to change about the house. They can see that in the design process. So before they say, yeah, I'm ready to go ahead and do this with Dominion, they are able to take a look and see what the house is going to look like with a rendering of the new design versus the old design.
And Danny, that's huge for clients, because when you're investing in the exterior of your home and you're used to it looking a certain way, like in this home, for example, this is a very stark difference. So to have that safety of a design is huge.
It is huge, and I think we'll probably get more work in this neighborhood. There's a lot of wood houses, and as they come by and see how much it changed and the look that it has now, I think that we'll get a lot more work from this.
David, what's the time frame to transforming your home with James Hardie?
A lot of that depends on the customer, because people don't make decisions, as quick sometimes as we'd want to. So we have a few of our homeowners have looked at the project, and they start to talk about what they want to do. Basically, it opens up an opportunity for them to start looking at other things that they're not as happy about around the home. So the process can take, 3 to 4 months, where we start growing the process from I want siding, but I really don't like that front door either. So I think I'd like to make a move there. And what happens with that is they start looking at this as a bigger project. And one of the beauties of that is we offer financing for our customers. So when we come in and we start looking at a home and say, you know, they've been pre-approved for, you know, a $50,000 project, and they start looking and say, well, the siding's only going to cost a portion of that. I've got a little room to work with. They start to find other things around the house that we can help them with, that we start adding to the design features. I think this home we've added a stone facade to it that originally wasn't in the plan. So as we start doing those kind of things, it helps to grow with the customer and also lets them grow their design, you know, for the process. And with financing, it's just a monthly payment rather than a big check they have to write on the beginning.
And Danny, it's nice that that check is to one person because you guys offer so many different service lines when it comes to exteriors.
We do. We offer the roofing, the siding, doors, windows, gutters, decks, railing, and I think it's real important that the homeowner deals with one person and don't have to keep calling different subs and trying to get them there, and we coordinate all that together for them, and it makes it an easy process for them.
Well, thank you guys so much for being with us today. We really appreciate it.
And thank you for having us.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.